Hi, hello, and good evening. We are here with a very special surprise stream here, doing some preseason chatter for Big Brother Canada 11. We are so excited to be back in a Big Brother environment. We have been
So
doing
excited.
so many other things since the last thing. Last time we were all together talking about Big Brother. I think the last time we did Big Brother was what? Big Brother 24. We did do Big Brother Canada 10 for those of you that were with us when we did that then. Obviously, lots of things have changed since the last time we were all together. No more live feeds, being replaced with a very exciting brand new Digital Daily, which we'll get into.
I picked a bad time to wear this sweater.
Yeah, not
live feeds and chill.
Yeah, didn't age well. So yeah, we've got what 16 people moving into the Big Brother Canada house this week, and yeah, we're gonna meet them. We're gonna have a little chat about them. All right. All right, we're off to the races. Let's kick this sucker off. Just enough to get the sax in.
Yeah, as we should.
Just Regina, and I was like,
Love
oh,
it.
this is too short. Didn't make it to the sax. There's got to be a better way to just move the audio over to just make sure we just get there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I am Kyle Petty, and as always, I am joined by my besties, Gina Morgino and John Dunphy, and this is Strat Chat, your favorite reality TV podcast. You can find us on the socials at StratChatPod or on our website at stratchatpod.com. And tonight we are giving our preseason thoughts on Big Brother Canada 11. So first thoughts, no live feeds. People are pretty miffed. Okay, replaced with digital dailies. We are promised to be an uncut, unfiltered, uncensored, raw look at our house guests, curated specially for you daily and digitally.
Yeah.
False.
I do have to say, we've got some comments here from our friend Leah.
Oh, hello. Hi, Leah.
Yeah. Hello, Leah. Good to see you, Leah.
Yeah.
Leah
Leah's
says that
our,
it's
Survivor AU friend.
Yeah, but Leah says this is her first BB Can season.
How
welcome.
fun.
Right. She's watched the interviews for each of the cast members, but this is an interesting comment because we were just talking about the live feeds and these digital dailies we're supposed to get. Leah says here that she watched an interview with Arissa, who said that the dailies would be hours of content. So hopefully that's true and not just silly clips, but still not the same as live feeds. That's what Leah says.
Well, hours gives me a lot of that actually gives me some hope. You know,
right? Because when I'm thinking digital dailies, I'm thinking like 20 minutes of just like what they have decided are the best bits of what's happening that day.
I was thinking like
2 minutes, 5 minutes,
45 seconds. Yeah, I was thinking like something that you would watch on the toilet. You know, like just something to just pass some time for a moment, you know. So okay, that's exciting. That gives me some hope.
Now, are these going to be like edited in any way though? These digital dailies?
Well, I'm sure they are. Like if they're going to be hours long, I imagine that the purpose of this is to cut if someone does something unsavory, you know.
Right, which still I'm excited to think that we might get and I'm excited to think that we might get hours of content outside of the episodes, but like if it's going to be edited in a way that, you know, that's similar to what the episodes are we really going to still be seeing what's really going on in there? I don't know.
Right. I know. Yeah, these are the problems.
But to hear that Arissa has said that it could be hours of content rather than just like a couple of minutes each day, that does make me have a little more hope for what we might be getting. So
I'm encouraged.
yeah.
All right. Well, with that, let's get into this sucker, huh? Figure we just go in alphabetical order based on the website, or it's just alphabetical order based on first names. Don't come for me. We have also decided to give rankings 1 to 10 on each house guest, and as we go through, we'll be letting you know who we believe who our winner picks are, male, female, and our first boot picks, who we expect to be leaving first. So without further ado, first we have Amal. Okay, this is Amal. This superfan has a big personality and an even bigger heart. Staying focused on the grand prize, Amal plans to outwit her housemates and stay true to herself. Well, my only thought of her is that in her video, she said something about she does not plan to play with an alliance. And I said, well, I feel like then you don't even understand what this game is.
Right. That how is that possible?
Yeah. So then you may not be long for this world.
Yeah, there were
You know?
there were a couple of things about Amal that threw up some red flags immediately.
What else stood out to you?
So listen, she seems like a lovely person, but her occupation was listed. Did you notice this? Her occupation was listed as superfan. Everyone else had an actual job listed, whether that was personal trainer or marketing, coordinator or anything. But Amal's occupation was just listed as superfan, and I'm thinking, what? And then she says that why would she want to be in an alliance? Because she's very independent, and I'm thinking, if you're a super fan, do you not know that it's
you should
good
understand
to
the
be
importance of an alliance?
And I thought,
if you are not in an alliance, that is a big problem.
Right.
Yeah. And I felt like, all right, maybe not long for this game. Maybe not long for this game. I personally gave them all a 3 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Woof.
I mean, you're a super fan that literally says, I do not want an alliance. Not like,
I mean, you're talking me down. I was definitely going to go higher than a 3, though. But I gave a 3 out of 10. She listed her occupation as a 28-year-old woman. 28. Sorry, I was already moving on to Anika. Yeah, she's 28 years old. If that's your occupation and you don't think you should be playing an alliance, that's not good.
Yeah.
No. So, do you have a number, Jeans?
I don't know.
I'm gonna echo John's 3. She's getting a 3 from me.
Yeah, I will say, I'm gonna say something not nice, but I said this to Kyle earlier. Like the first couple, because I watched the videos earlier too, and the first group of people, the first couple of them, I said, oh no, what is this season? Like I was like, everybody is like, no one's exciting me. This just feels like it's like a big snooze. And then it picked up after a while, but like these first couple of people, I was like, what is happening? What's going on?
I was like, I don't know about this cast. I'm like, I might not like these people. I'm like, this might be maybe it's good that we're going to once a week.
I got worried.
Yeah, I was like, I'm very concerned. Yeah, so that's that on Amal, right? Anything else there?
I'll go with the group and go 3.
Yeah.
All right.
3s.
All right.
3s across the board. Next up is Anika. Oh, let me get her picture. Here she is. Here's Miss Anika. Typically the loudest person in the room, Anika is a force to be reckoned with. Her strategy is to win people over by building tight bonds and playing a fair game. But be careful. She isn't afraid to stir the pot. I didn't like her. I like her focus on like family and stuff. And she admitted, she goes, oh, my friends wouldn't say I'm nice. My friends wouldn't say I'm kind. And I was like, well, then I wouldn't say I like you.
Right, then I wouldn't say I'm excited.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not too jazzed about you coming into the house. Like maybe she thinks that's fun. I don't know.
I did rate her slightly higher than Amal. I gave her a 4 out of 10.
You did. And why is that?
Yeah. Because, so it was weird to me. She said that she's only seen 1 season of BB Can, and I feel like that probably is like kind of almost a lie too. Like you saw it. Did you? He didn't really know what was going on. Like,
No.
but she said she plans to wing it. And I feel like that means that she could be somebody that if she finds herself in the right situation, talking to the right people, she'll end up in an alliance, which is better than just saying, I don't want an alliance. So
Right.
that's why I still rated her higher than the super fan that thinks that,
Ugh.
you don't have to be in an alliance to get anywhere in the game. So I gave her a 4 out of 10. Yeah.
I'm still gonna give her a 3.
I know. I was gonna say, like, I feel like we've seen so many seasons recently of like people not being nice, people being bullies, people being just like vile to other people in the house. And if you are starting your intro package being like, I am not nice, I have no interest.
Right. And
That's not
I
fun
do agree.
anymore. It
I
never
do
was.
agree with that. But I feel like based on what I've seen from Amal is that she might be approached with an alliance and say, "No, I don't want to be a part of this." Whereas Anika might be approached and say, "Hey, do you want to work with us?" And even if she's not the nicest
She'll say,
person,
"No,
doesn't
thank
last
you."
that long in the game, she might just be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll vote with you, whatever." So
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
willingness to be an alliance isn't enough for me to just ignore that she's like, I suck,
Right.
Well,
Right. I give
absolutely,
her a
absolutely.
3.5, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm giving her a 4. Kyle, you said 3, 3.5. What do you think? What do you want to settle on?
3.5. 3.5.
Okay,
Just if
3.5.
Amal
Gina,
is the baseline for 3, like then I, that's all.
Gina, what do you? You have a.
I'm still gonna stick with a 3.
Oh, all right, all right.
Damn. All right. That's Anika. Not doing so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Claudia. This is Claudia. She's
Yeah.
representing PEI, which is the Prince Edward Islands. She's representing there to the fullest. Claudia is a great example of good things that come in small packages, but don't underestimate her strength as she plans to dominate in competitions and bring a strong social game.
Yeah.
I am so unexcited about Claudia.
Yeah, she seems fine.
Yeah, right. I am really not jazzed.
Yeah, I did rate her higher than either Amal and Anika though, because she mentioned wanting to maybe be part of a women's alliance. She also mentioned that she was open to a showmance. So I feel like I could see her getting further than either Amal or Anika based on those things, because she seems to be open to working with people and kind of like letting things come to her. So I could see her either ending up in an alliance or a showmance that will carry her at least a little bit. So I did give her a 6 out of 10.
All right. I would give her a 5.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna go in right middle of the road because she gave me nothing to like or dislike about her. So
Right.
I
I
feel
was
like I have
actually
to
going to
go
give
right
her
in
a
half.
2, but John convinced me to stop because I'm like looking at her. I'm like, boring, 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 boring. But then everything you did say about like what she's open to game wise, okay, those are all really good points.
Right. I don't
so I did toss
dislike her. I don't dislike her. I'm just not particularly excited about her. So for me, she could go either way.
Right.
So 5
Exactly.
feels fair.
And that's the thing for me, is that like I rated her where I did because not because like I'm super excited about her, just because I feel like, all right, she's already thinking about a possible women's alliance. She's talked about potentially like being open to a showmance, and like those are things, I think of even somebody like JC Lynn and her showmance with Gino, last season. Like,
okay,
their relationship together sort of carried them through the game to a certain point. So I see her lasting at least a while longer than the first two people that we talked about in Amal and Anika, and that's why I put Claudia at a 6 instead of a 3 or a 4. But I don't disagree with you guys either with your assessments of putting her at a 5 out of 10. So
yeah, I feel like she's gonna be one of those people that's like maybe first in jury, like just right, like not really like particularly anywhere,
Right. I'm giving her a 6 because I think she'll last longer in the game than the first two that we talked about. So that's all. Not that I particularly am thrilled with her.
All right. Well, good luck, Claudia. Next up is Daniel. All right, here's Daniel. He's 33. This loud and proud superfan plans to play between alliances to help further his game. Although he can't keep a secret to himself and loves to gossip, Daniel will use his cheerful outlook and fierce determination to bring home the big win.
Yeah.
I'm super jazzed about Daniel. Okay. This is like, okay, thank God. A breath
Some
of fresh air.
personality, yes.
Yes, oh God. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm pretty jazzed.
I do like Daniel. I also gave him a 6 out of 10, though. I didn't rate him higher than that. The only reason is that by his own admission, he wants to play both sides and that he's very gossipy and cannot keep a secret.
Right. It's the gossip piece that I'm like, while I enjoy you, I feel like you're going to shoot yourself in the foot.
Right. So because I like him a lot, but I feel like I could see him early on getting a little too excited, trying to work both sides and spreading stuff that he shouldn't spread to certain people. And I could see that getting him in trouble early. So like as much as I like him as a person and like will definitely be rooting for him like throughout the season, I could see himself like getting himself in trouble and getting out, within the first 3 or 4 votes. And that's why I only gave him a 6 out of 10, even though I like him to the point where I would like to give him like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But like you admit yourself, you can't keep a secret and you plan to play both sides.
Okay, well, Leah does have an interesting comment here that, does this change your opinion at all? Like saying that apparently he is a real super fan and plays online Big Brother type games. So this is maybe somebody who actually does know maybe a little bit more about the gameplay than maybe they're letting on. Could you make room for that?
I think it's possible. I do think it's possible, but I know like from me personally, like, playing an online game is going to be very different than playing in real life. And once you start forming some relationships with these people, and if your plan is to go in and play between alliances and work with both alliances, there comes a point, we've seen it in every season of Big Brother, right? Like you kind of forget the cameras are on. You kind of forget who you're talking to and when. And if you admit that you can't help yourself from, spilling secrets and gossiping, and your whole plan, your strategy going in is to play both sides, I feel like you're going to say something that gets yourself in trouble within the first, 3, 4, 5 weeks. And
Daniel.
Yeah. Again, I love him. I think I think he's great. And I will be rooting for him. But listen, if you're by your own admission in your bio, your big thing is I can't keep a secret and I gossip a lot. And also I plan to play both sides of this house. I don't know.
Well, I still give him a 7.5. All right. 7.5.
I was going to go 7.
Yeah, I still like him.
Okay.
I like him.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Not my winner pick. It's definitely not my first boot pick. But I like him. And this is the first time I was getting excited by anybody as I was watching.
Right. That I actually agree with also. And I will say that a quarter of the way through the list, 4 out of 16, there has not been one person that we all have not been, we've all been within a 1.5. So we're all pretty close on all these people. Out of 10.
It's going to get interesting as we get to the bottom row because that's where the real characters come from. But next up is Dan, just regular Dan. All right. So first we had Daniel. Now we have Dan. And he's 28. And he's a DJ. All right. I thought that was fun and interesting. With a carefree attitude and good looks to match, Dan plans to charm everyone in the BB Can 11 house. His strategy involves being part of a large alliance that allows him to make big moves without getting dirt on his hands. Dan the man.
Yeah.
I didn't like his video at all.
I honestly don't remember it. But like, tell me about his video.
I don't know. Like, he was just talking about how hot he thought he was, and like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's my idea. I tuned him out.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they're groupies, but like they like to have sex with me, and I'm like,
that checks out. So I immediately tuned him out and said, I don't care about this one. That makes sense.
And he's apparently become very big in China That's what he said.
Yes.
He's
My
yeah,
least
okay.
favorite kind of house guest.
Right. Yeah, I'm done. I'm already done with him.
Boo.
I do agree. I agree with everything you're saying, but I still gave him a 5 out of 10, which is higher than our first two, Amal and Anika. Just because I feel like he's going to be able to talk to people about his DJing, and they'll be excited about it and think it's cool. And I can just see him being the type of guy that just kind of like skates by. He said he wants to be part of a big alliance.
All right.
Yeah. So I gave him a 5 out of 10.
I do have to say that I'm having a problem. And this is now the new issue. I think I have to redo a couple of things here because I don't think Amal can be a 3. Because this guy, like he's a 3, which means Amal is a 4. All right. I had to switch Amal up. All right. And where
So you want Amal to be
Yeah.
Amal to be a 4 for you now.
that because she's become the baseline, right? And this guy is definitely below her for me.
Well, that's because
It's not
she's
a
Yeah,
two.
I was fully gonna give him a 2.
That's the thing. I don't think he's a 2, but like I just think that maybe Amal got shortchanged, and like she was first. It's hard.
I think, but here's the thing, though, is that Amal is coming in saying, "I don't even want to be
No.
part of an alliance."
Right.
No.
My other issue.
I'm still changing her to 4. I'm still changing her to 4.
My issue with rankings like these is always like I end up ranking them based on how I feel about them and not how I feel they'll perform in the game.
Right.
You know.
I go back and forth. I try to mix
Right.
both in.
And that's why I've rated
Yeah.
Dan here higher, is because I don't like Dan either. But he's coming in saying, "I want to be part of a big alliance that makes big moves."
Well, right. You're saying that, but I would have given him a 0. But because you said that,
A
I'm giving him
0?
a 3. I don't like him. So I'm giving him points based on what you said. So I've already done that. That's the curve.
Well, that's
The
the thing.
curve.
That happened.
I'm not looking at these people based on like how much I like them or not, but it's based on what they're saying their game plan is going to be, and that's why I'm rating them where they are. So like Amal,
But that's not how
Since
I'm
she's-
ranking. I'm not. I'm ranking based on personality and gameplay, and your gameplay arguments are helping some of these people. Is what I'm
well,
trying to
but
say.
that's the thing. I'm voting them on personality too, and like I think that Dan coming in saying, "Oh, I'm a DJ. I've performed here. I've performed there, and this is the kind of music I'm into, and yeah, I want to be part of your alliance." Like, I think that based on his personality, because going in there, we're watching videos of them, with their families. We're seeing what their occupation is, where they live. The people that are in this house with them don't see that stuff before they go in. They go in and they just see like, "Oh, this guy's a DJ and he seems kind of nice. I don't really know him, but he seems kind of nice." And that's how I'm trying to like rate them on. Is
Okay.
that like,
No, I agree with that, but I still don't give them a 5. Like,
well, you don't have to.
yeah, no, I know. It's just, yeah.
But that's why I give him a 5 over Amal, who gets a 3, because Amal says, I don't want to be involved in an alliance. Whereas I don't like Dan. I actually probably like Dan less than Amal. But Dan is coming in going, "I'm a DJ. I'm into music. I want to be part of an alliance."
Okay. Did you give a rating, Gina?
I was gonna fully say 2, but I recognize that I'm voting on personal feelings. I'll give him a 3.
Fine.
I'll throw him a bone. I'll give him a 3.
Kyle,
Then
what was your
I'm still giving a 3.
a 3? Okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
Dan.
That's Dan. All right. Now Hope. All right. Hope. It's always good vibes when Hope steps into a room. His megawatt smile and captivating energy will draw the house guests in without a doubt. He's calm, cool, and collected when it needs to be. But when it's showtime, he plans to turn into a comp beast. All right. I actually like Hope.
Yeah, me too. I gave him a 6 out of 10.
You did.
I think that he you know, I think that he is going to be like funny enough and have enough like energy and enthusiasm that like people will just bring him along. Not that he's necessarily going to be like good at the game, but I feel like he will just form enough friendships in there that like it'll carry him for at least a little bit.
I like him. In the beginning, I was like, ooh. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna like this guy. But the more I watched, I was like, I really did fall in love with him. And that was the thing about it, because he's like, I think enough of my charm and charisma can win people over. And I said, because I was very turned off to you in the beginning of this. I'm like, I'm only watching this because I have to. And and then I was like, wait a minute, I actually really like you now. I was grinning, and I just thought I was very endeared towards him. So I think that could take him far.
Yeah.
People like you. That's enough,
Yeah, he's going to be like the funny guy that, when some eviction happens that people are like really bummed about, he'll get everybody back. Like, all right, like, we're still in this game. Let's have a good time. Let's relax. Let's hang out. Like, I can see him being that type of person.
I mean, you always need that person to be like the heart of the house,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you guys give him out of 10? I gave him a 6.
I gave him a 7.5.
Woo!
Yeah, I like Hope. I like Hope.
I like Hope. I do like Hope also.
I was gonna go again middle of the road and say 5, but you guys are like winning me over a little bit more, so I feel like I have to go 6.
Wow, a 5.
Well, because I don't know, because again,
no,
like
right.
I don't
At least
know
we got him a point. We got him a point.
I just don't know how well he will know, like what his strategy will be. Like sure, you could be a likable person, and that can take you far enough, but I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I feel like he's the type of person that will like, because I look at somebody like Anika, right, who I rated a 4 out of 10, and you guys both rated even lower than that, who just said, I'm going to wing it. And it feels like you're really just going to wing it and you have no idea what's going on. Whereas Hope feels like the type of person that could go in there, and even if they're not great with strategy, would be better off winging it, because they're going to be able to form a bunch of relationships in the house. And it's like, all right, let's see where this is. Let's see where this takes.
Because they're nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's not nice.
She's not nice. No. Next up, we have Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan. He's 33. Being a dad and fisherman, has taught this small town Newfoundlander. Ooh, did I get that right?
Yes.
Patience, which he will need to bring home the biggest catch of the year. The title of Big Brother Canada 11 winner. He seems like a nice man. Nice, solid, nice man. Okay. I'm not excited or unexcited.
Neither am I.
And that's what Leah said too. He seems boring, sorry to say.
I could have used his intro package a couple of weeks ago when he needed a dialects coaching for an accent of people from Newfoundland, but fine.
I did. I gave him a 6 out of 10 though, because I think he's going to make it far. He doesn't seem like somebody who's going to rock the boat. He's going to find a group that he can work with early on, and he's going to be protected by it, and it's going to carry him fairly far. That's what I think. I'm not excited by him. I don't necessarily like him, but I wouldn't give him a 4 out of 10 because I don't think he's going to be one of the first few boots. I gave him a 6 because I feel like he's going to be around for a while.
Yeah,
just because he is a nice guy and he's going to be loyal, and he the job he has as a fisherman keeps him in shape. I feel like he'll do some pretty well at competitions. So I did give him a 6 out of 10. I don't know what you guys are thinking though.
See, he is another one to me that like I don't particularly feel one way or the other. He's very like middle ground to me, so I feel like I have to give him a 5. I don't see one way or the other.
Okay. Kyle?
I agree with 6.
6?
I would agree with 6.
All right. There you go.
Now Jake says that Hope said that he has a girlfriend at home and he wants to get into a showman's. I didn't catch that.
Oh, I didn't catch that either. Was that in the video?
I didn't catch that.
Wow. I didn't see that either.
I will definitely go back.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, hello, Jake. Thanks for joining us, Jake.
Welcome to the party.
I don't remember seeing that at all.
All right, up next is John. So we had Jonathan. All right, now there's John, which is, can I just also, as an aside, how very annoying. You gave us a Dan and a Daniel, and then you gave us a John and a Jonathan, and it's like, I'm sure they're all lovely people, but somebody can come on Big Brother Canada 12, somebody could have been on 10. Like, I don't understand, because these people apply for a very long time. You had to choose right now for everybody to be together. Like, this is so
Right.
annoying,
Like, can we just find 16 people with different names, please?
I don't understand why we couldn't figure that out. But here's John. Okay, this is John. He is 28. John Michael is bright, extroverted, and a happy-go-lucky guy. While appearing unthreatening, he will mask his competitive nature behind a colorful charm to deceive all the house guests and to take himself to the end.
Yeah. I like him, honestly.
This is my winner pick. This
Really?
is my male winner pick. I am so super jazzed about John.
Well, then you'll be happy to hear that he's the highest I've rated anybody so far. Ah!
I love him. I loved his whole video. I was just smiling through the whole thing. I just loved his personality. I like that he's a super fan. He's really he's giving me Michael vibes. As far as his knowledge of the game, it really seems to be he's coming into this very prepared. And again, his personality just really, really won me over. Just seems so sweet and so fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. I love John. John seems like a fantastic person. I love that not only is John a fan of the show, but his parents are a fan of the show, which means that he's had like family nights where they all sit down and watch Big Brother together, which means they also probably sit around the house and talk about strategy together.
Sure.
And they talk about all that kind of stuff, past seasons. What would you do if you were on a season, all that kind of stuff. And I think John's going to come in very prepared. I gave John an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, is it a across the board 8 out of 10?
No.
Anybody else have a different view?
No, it is not across the board. I give John a 10.
Wow.
Cool. I give him a 10. I am very excited. There is only one person that is matching this level of excitement. I am very excited for John.
Well, Gina, what's your pick?
I was gonna go 8. So
okay,
Damn,
8.
damn.
All right. What do you think of
Kyle,
Jake's
8 is
comment
not
here,
a
though?
low score.
No. I'm just being rude. I'm just being rude.
I will say I didn't give anybody 10 out of 10. Not a single person. What do you think of Jake's comment here, though? John will be seen as sneaky by the others, and maybe an early boot. They'll know he's a super fan.
It's possible.
See, I could see him. See that. Here's the thing.
But I
though.
also think his personality could be enough to like outshine like any of that. I think that
sure.
people just really like him a lot.
Well, I also think it depends on how John goes into the season too. But like, we've seen other people self-proclaimed as super fans. There's even a person, Amal, the very first person we talked about, who lists her occupation as just super fan. So like I can see John, these other people aren't going to know anything about the other house guests when they go in. And I feel like I could see John going in, being smart enough to not say, I am a super fan of this show. And then just from there, his personality takes over. His knowledge of the game takes over. Like I don't necessarily think that people will know that John is a super fan.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be up to him. I think that, if on premiere night he goes in saying, oh, I love this show. I know this show so well. I watch with my parents every year. Then, that could get him into trouble.
Yeah.
But I also think that he's going to be smart enough to not share that information and just play the game and take it as it comes.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Jake's sentiment that like people could see him as a big threat if they let him, if he lets them know that like, I know this game really well and I'm really excited to play it and this and that.
Absolutely. Next is Kuzi, right? That's how we say it, right? It's Kuzi.
I think so.
I think I got that right. I think I got that right. Kuzi is a master manipulator. She knows how to read a room and will align herself with the strongest players in the house. Her social game will influence the vote to her liking, and she has no problem twisting the truth to suit her best.
I have to tell you, she's my women's winner pick. I love her so much.
She is my women's winner pick as well. And this is why I texted in the group chat and I said, wait a minute, I'm having a problem. I already know I like her very much. And I had just watched John and I was like, oh no. I'm like, these are two really awesome, awesome people. Yeah. I love her.
There was one other person that came close to her for me for my women's winner pick. But
have we seen her yet, or is she still to come?
She's still to come.
Okay.
But no, it has to be Kuzi. She's amazing. She's a beauty pageant queen. She can look so unbelievably fabulous and gorgeous. But in her everyday life, when she goes to work, she is a 911 operator, which means that she is talking to people at their worst moments, knows how to talk to people, knows how to be empathetic, and knows how to, calm people down in stressful situations and get the information that you need to send the police or an ambulance or whatever it is. And I was amazed by her, honestly, watching her whole little intro video, because it's like
she's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like this gorgeous girl who's talking about being involved in beauty pageants and wearing a crown because she was the one that won the competition, and she likes to look good when she goes out to the club. And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, 911, what's your emergency? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, she is like both like the epitome of class and beauty, but also like down to earth. I can help you. I don't put myself above anyone. Like, what's your issue? I'm here to serve you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I feel like she is absolutely my winner pick for the women.
So what did you rate her?
I gave her a 9 out of 10. Sorry, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I give a 9 also.
Because I didn't give anybody 10. So, Gina?
I was going to also say 8.
8! Wow.
8 is not a low score. Why am I getting yelled at for my 8s?
How dare you? How dare you?
People already feel very passionately, and we haven't even met these people yet.
Damn. I wasn't told we were doing rankings out of 10 until like 10
I know,
minutes
that's why
before
this is hard. I know, we're getting yelled at, and we weren't even prepared for this.
Yeah, John said, hey, I did this, and we said, okay, I guess we're doing this.
I know, I got ripped for wanting to change them all.
Whoa.
I wasn't even like prepared.
Listen, I did not force anything. All I said was that I told you guys.
Forced anything.
I told you guys that I did rankings out of 10, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, you have, okay, well.
Yeah, but now I have to do my rankings on the spot, and I'm getting yelled at.
Well, Kyle's doing them on the spot also.
Well, Renee believes her goofy and bubbly personality will either land her in alliance with the other women in the house or a flirty showman's. Either way, her innocent appearance and sharp tongue will make her presence known in the game.
Yeah, she kind of annoyed me.
I like that she likes makeup. I did chuckle when she said, I have so much makeup, I don't even use it all. I just like to have it. And that's like, all right, well, I guess that's kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, like she's going to do all right because, she just is. She just is. Like, not that I want her to. She's just going to make it, a few weeks. I gave her a 5 out of 10.
A 5. Yeah, I would agree with the 5.
Yeah.
5's across the board for Renee. I don't have strong feelings for or against.
No.
No. Next up is Roberto. Okay, this is Roberto. He's a gym manager. Now, beauty, brains, and brawn, Roberto has got 3 main ingredients to win the game. More than just a pretty face, throwing comps will sway the house guests to underestimate his intelligence and athletic abilities, keeping him under the radar and off the block.
I gave him a 6 out of 10. I feel like I could see him finding a group that wants to work with him, that he just kind of like hangs out in. He did say that he wants to like try to throw some early competitions because he's like he works in a gym. He's pretty physical. So I could see him throwing some competitions early, but then being able to like kind of turn it on and win a veto when he has to, or something like that. So I could see him sticking around for a while, but I'm not excited by him at all. I don't really like him at all, but I gave him a 6 out of 10 just because I think he can survive for at least a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, just real quick, I did want to say Leah had just said I wouldn't mind her going home early to Renee, and I just thought that was funny. Because I also
I agree with that too.
Or, yeah,
I would.
I also would not. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, if she was the first boot, I'd be happy with it.
Yeah, that's fine. He's not my first boot pick, but it wouldn't upset me at all.
Right.
I'm so nervous to pick a first boot pick, by the way, because we all know what happened to me last season. I am terrified at picking a first boot.
I know. I'm excited.
Listen, you were a very interesting situation because your first boot pick and your winner pick were in the top
final two.
But I did also pick the same first boot pick as you.
Oh, did you? I
Kevin.
don't remember.
Yeah. Kevin was also my first boot pick.
Kevin's video, I was like, absolutely freaking not. And then he was in the house for maybe 2 days, and I said, I've made a horrible mistake. I love this man.
Right. I did not choose. I was not anywhere close to choosing, the other person in that final two. So I chose Kevin as my first boot, and I think I might have picked like JC Lynn actually as my winner.
No. Josh and JC Lynn were both of our winner picks. I remember that. You definitely had Josh.
Oh, did we do 2 winner picks for?
Yeah. 100% you had Josh. I don't think you had Kevin.
Well, Kevin was definitely my first boot because I hated him. Like I remember specifically going on a crusade.
I don't think we had
how much
the
I disliked
same
him.
Entire thing, but I know we both had JC and Josh.
See, that's where I think you are wrong.
We got to check the tape.
We'll have to go back to the.
We live in the future. We gotta do some research.
We'll have to check the tapes. Kevin was absolutely my first boot pick. I remember being like, I remember going so hard disliking Kevin.
I really feel like he wasn't, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong before.
Listen, apparently you know my first boot pick better than I do.
I could be wrong.
I don't remember at all. I don't remember.
We'll have to go back and look. We'll have to go back and look. I remember talking so negatively about Kevin though. Like he was definitely my first boot pick. Absolutely.
Okay, that maybe I'm wrong. We will roll the clip later.
Well, did you guys give your rankings for Roberto?
No, I gave him a 5.
I gave him a 6. You gave him a 5, Kyle. Gina?
5 feels correct.
Okay.
All right, Santina. She's determined and motivated to win big as a comp beast. Her strategy is to stay low-key when it comes to her competitive side until it's time to make her move. I just remember thinking she was very loud.
Yeah, it's going to be a no from me.
Yeah,
See, and again, she is the one that I'm like, I am inclined to make her my first boot, but I am scared.
First boot? Really?
She really,
impression at all.
2 seconds into her video, I was like, no, we're not doing this. First boot. She really irritated me. I'm sorry.
Wow. I think people are going to like her. I think she actually seems very sweet. I gave her a 7 out of 10. Me. I gave her a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
And I'm out here saying first boot.
Because, well, I mean, she like talks about how she loves to travel. Like, I feel like she's going to be able to relate to people. I do think she's very nice, very sweet. I don't really see her as a first person.
Boot. She's just a lot.
Jake agrees with you, Gina.
Thank you, Jake.
Jake sees Santina as a first boot. I don't see her as a first boot. I think she's going to make it for a bit. I could see her being involved in a show, man. She's pretty. She's very pretty.
I didn't see her as first boot, but I definitely see her pre-jury. Yeah, I don't think she's long for this world either.
So what do you give her? What do you give her out of 10?
3.
3. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm super not jazzed.
What do you give her, Gina?
She's getting a 2 from me. I'm sorry. I'm
All
so
right,
sorry.
this is one. I'm gonna circle this one. I'm gonna asterisk it, and when she is here in the final 4, I'm gonna laugh at you
Final
guys.
4.
Yeah.
also don't need to be laughed at. I mean, we watched a 2-minute video. I mean, we don't.
No, I'm gonna laugh at you.
I know, like
People,
the
we don't need
teeny,
to get
like
trashed.
crumbs of information of these people.
No, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna laugh at you guys.
Like,
when
that's
it
not
happens.
really necessary. That's not really
No,
necessary.
well, sorry. Too bad. I'm gonna laugh at you.
Aggressy.
Santina's gonna do well. Santina's gonna do well. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm
Aggressy.
telling you.
I mean, I wish
Watch, she'll be-
I'm not rooting against
Watch.
her. I just don't care.
Watch. She'll be first boot, and you guys will be laughing at me.
Yes. And I'll
know,
have a
make
great
me-
time doing it. I will have
I
a
know,
great
you're turning
time
me
doing
into
it.
that. Now I'm gonna root against her because I
Right.
just want you to
Listen,
put
I
her
would
in.
never have laughed at anybody, but because you're being so angry and being so nasty about it,
I'm not
now,
being-
yeah, you're
I'm
being
not
cocky.
angry.
Yeah, you are.
Listen, I am literally sitting here. I'm sitting here stoned, giving random 1 to 10 rankings of people that we don't know.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
you got
not
too
angry.
cocky. You got too cocky.
I'm not cocky about anything. I just think
All right,
she's
well,
cute.
here's Shania. Okay, Shania will use her witty humor and no holds barred attitude as a distraction to manipulate the house guests from the sidelines. Being vulnerable and authentic will win everyone over in no time and carry her to the end.
I love her. I'm sorry.
You love her.
I love her.
Can you tell us why you love her?
Just like similarly to what we were saying about other people, I just like the entire video was endeared to her. I was having fun watching her. I just like enjoyed her personality. I don't know. I just really like her. She's like goofy and silly.
Was it the fart jokes?
It was not the fart jokes, but I will say when she burped into the microphone, I said, "Same girl. I feel you. I like this."
I give her a 6 out of 10.
I really like her.
What do you give her?
I don't know. Numbers are hard. Kyle, you go.
I give her a 4.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
I think
really
she's
excited.
I think she's out of here early.
Wow. Listen, I think she was the person who made me most excited. I
Really?
really like her.
Well, that's a very strange take from you. I don't think she's first boot. I think she's out like
What
week
is that
3.
supposed to mean? What
I
is
thi-
that supposed to mean?
I think
Very
she's gonna
strange.
be, yeah. I think she's gonna be walking around that house like burping in people's faces, farting all over the place, talking about fart jokes, and people are gonna be like, "All right, let's get rid of this girl."
I think she's fun.
Yeah,
I like her.
Leah agrees.
I think she's out of here. I think she's out of here pretty quick.
We had a quick typo here, but Jake wants you to give her a 10. That's what he's hoping for. He's hoping for your first 10. What do you give her?
Listen, y'all are making fun of me, but I was gonna have her as my female winner pick, so I don't want to hear nothing.
I was making fun of no one. I just said I'm just
Yeah.
not interested.
I
really
actually
like
just think
her.
it's funny too because I didn't like her at all, and I gave her a 6, and then Kyle said no, actually 4. So that's like the most funny thing to me. But what do you give her, Gina?
Oh,
Your
God.
female winner pick.
Don't laugh at me. I'm nice.
Nobody's breaking up. We just like to fuck
I'm
with
just
each
getting
other.
bullied in my own home. See, Jake and I are on the same page.
Hey.
I'll go 9.
I'm glad to have Jake
I've
around.
given out some 8s. I'll go 9.
Wow. All right. Going 9.
I'll go
Gina's
9.
going
And
9.
Still your highest. Not
Mhm,
quite the 10,
mhm.
but okay.
I will
Shouldn't be
say
a
that-
complete disappointment for Jake.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
The average between Kyle and I for what's her name? Shania?
Shania.
Yeah, the average is 5. Gina says 9. We'll see how it works out. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't wait for the in memoriam for Shania in the in
John
week 3.
is being so nasty to me today. I don't like
Nasty?
it.
I'm not being nasty.
It's like,
I don't know,
ooh,
man.
like we only got 3
We
more
got
left.
we got
We're almost
witnesses.
there. We are almost there. We're almost there. Here go Ty.
I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. I'm having too much fun, honestly.
Ty knows he can come off as a physical threat and has a feeling his intelligence will be underestimated. Once his personal trainer's cover is blown as the comp beast, Ty plans to dominate the game by making alliances with the outcasts. Okay, plus a showman's or romance along the way couldn't hurt.
It's your delivery that is so silly.
Well, thanks. I'm not really jazzed about Ty.
I'm not either.
Mm.
I'm not either.
Seems to be the common opinion here. Leah says meh. Yeah.
I did still give him a 6 out of 10.
Whoa.
Yeah. Not because I'm excited about him. Not,
you're weighing heavier on the strategy and the gameplay side. Yeah.
Right.
I get that.
He seems like a nice guy. He's a self-proclaimed mama's boy. And he says that he's open to alliances, showmances, bromances. I feel like he could quickly find himself making some friends and just getting further in the game. And I gave him a 6 out of 10.
4.5.
I was gonna go 5.
All right.
He still didn't fare that great.
And that's it for Ty.
That's it for Ty. Sorry, man. Have we gotten to anybody else's first boots? Official first boots?
I think I was the only one that said.
We just haven't gotten to mine.
Okay.
I didn't forget. That's all. We haven't gotten to mine. Next up is Vanessa.
Yeah.
This driven mom, wife, and yoga instructor is unapologetic and always authentically herself. She will be the shoulder to cry on in the BB Can house, yet also will keep the house guests in line. I don't know about Vanessa.
Did we get to your first? Did we get to your first boot now?
No, we didn't.
Oh wow!
Okay.
She's right there. I'm telling you, it was hard.
I was wondering because you were like, we didn't get to my first boot yet, and then immediately after that, you were like, I'm not so sure about Vanessa.
Yeah, no, I'm on the fence about her. I feel like she's just going to be a lot. Like I was overwhelmed by the entire video. It was just like a lot of like. It felt like very forced fun.
I feel
It was
that.
like, why don't you just calm down and just have a cup of tea? Because I feel like that was really be more your speed. It's almost like you want to be the cool mom because you think that's what people want. But like, no, honey, maybe you just want to curl up and read a book. We would like that just fine.
Yeah, I agree. I don't dislike Vanessa, but I was very much like, on her video. And I felt like, okay, you're talking a lot about being the cool mom. Vanessa is also the oldest person coming into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I can see Vanessa being like that person that tries to do too much. Jake says, Vanessa and Santina are probably on the block as you're podcasting this right now. LOL. I don't think Santina's on the block. I'm saying that. But I think Vanessa is going to be that older person, the oldest person in the house that comes in thinking they're the cool mom. They're going to try to fit in with all the younger people, and they're going to do too much, and they're going to end up as like the easy first vote. It's like, oh, well, everybody else is talking and making alliances. Like, let's get Vanessa out. I could see that being, the way it goes. I gave Vanessa a 5 out of 10.
5. Yeah. Based on the way our ratings have gone, I would give a 5 as well. Well, no.
I was going to go 4.
Actually, no, I would not. No, I would not. 3. Like she's down there. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Okay. Gina, you said 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that brings us to our last player,
Yes,
Zach.
our last player.
I have a feeling I know how Kyle feels about him.
This is Zach.
Yeah.
Zach is a man with a calculated plan. With tricks up his sleeves, he hopes to rule the BB Can house by dominating comms and building strong connections with his housemates. This is Zach.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Yeah. This is my first boot pick. I understand a lot of our conversation tonight. Maybe we're supposed to be ranking with more strategy in mind, or maybe how we think they will do in the game. But I am so unimpressed and unexcited and not jazzed
Well,
about
listen,
him.
I mean, your personality is
0.
part of your gameplay, you know?
It is. Like, yeah, this video, I mean, just an absolute 0. Like, I didn't even want to finish
Right.
the entire thing. I was so, yeah, I am.
Right.
0.
This is the person that I think deserves to be the first boot. I don't think he's going to be the first boot, because I think that he's going to make some kind of friendship with one of the other guys in the house, and he'll just be part of some alliance, because he'll be able to fake that first, few days in the house. Like, oh, this is the first eviction, and this guy, Zach, oh, he's friends with whoever, Dan or Daniel or whatever. You know what I mean? He'll be able to fake it for a little bit. So he won't be the first boot in my mind, but he's the guy that deserves to be the first boot. But I hate him so much, so I gave him a 2. He's the lowest person that I've ranked. He gets a 2 out of 10. I think he sucks. I think he sucks so much. But I don't think he's going. That's the thing that sucks, though, is that I don't think he's going home first. But
I mean, listen, it all depends on how that first twist goes, because when they move into the house, they don't just go in and just see what happens. We have to see how we behave when we get in there. And that's the thing. Like, your video can be anything. Yeah. But Leah does agree. He's probably going to end up in an annoying Bros Lions.
He'll be the guy. Here's what I'm hoping. If he's not the first boot, which I would love if he was the first boot, but if he's not, I hope that he gets into that, like, next week, and he's like, oh, let's start a Bros Alliance. And whoever he's trying to start that alliance with goes, no, that sucks, actually. We don't want to do that. And then he's out next. You know what I mean? Like, if he's not the first boot, I hope that happens to him. It's like, no, he tries to get in all the other bros, and they're just like, no, you kind of suck. So we want you to go. Like, that's what I'm hoping for.
You know who that reminds me of? And it was with the female alliance, though. What was her name? She had like blue hair. I want to say Andy, but it wasn't that. It was from American Big Brother.
What season? Do you remember?
No. She was like short. She was running around. She's like, we have girls alliance. And even the girls were like, no, we don't work with you. She was like short and spunky, like very loud. Shoot.
This is Big Brother? Joey.
Yeah.
Jake says
Joey.
Jake is saying Joey?
Yep, that's exactly who it was. It was Joey.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
No, it was Joey.
I don't think I've seen that season.
Thank you. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I'm happy.
Leah says, I wouldn't necessarily feel fully safe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Around him, meaning Zach, I think.
Yeah.
He seems like kind of like the the movie American Psycho, the Christian Bale character. Like he almost kind of seems like that. Like the way he was like, I'm an SVP. You know what the S means? Senior. And it's like, dude, you're a startup SVP. There's probably like 4 people that work there, and you're the second person that started working there. So there's a president, and then you're the senior vice president because you were the second person that works at this random startup company that makes.
You're like, relax, bro. Yeah. So 0. First pick for me.
All right. So he gets a 0.
Yeah, I'm giving him 0.
Damn.
Okay.
No
0. Gina,
excited.
you said 2. Did you say 2?
I didn't say 2 yet, but I was gonna say 2. So.
All right. I'm gonna drop him down to a 1. Kyle's giving a 0. Gina's giving a 2.
And
All
watch
right.
him get in there, and we just find out he is like the most delightful.
Well, that happened with Kevin. I was like, nah, the hell with this guy.
Leah gives him a -1.
-1. He owes us points.
Yeah. This guy literally owes us. Okay.
Mhm.
I guess the only thing left to do is to just give our winner picks and first boot picks, right?
And we can say him.
Well, not all of them have been said.
I don't
no?
think. Yeah, Gina didn't say her picks at all.
Oh,
That is not true. I gave you a first boot and my female winner pick.
yeah, and she got ripped for it.
I don't think
You
that
make
any
fun
of
of me
us
for
like,
both.
I don't think any of us like officially gave our female and male winner pick and
Oh.
our first boot pick.
All right, well,
like
I'll
officially.
be happy to repeat. But yeah, go ahead. So who are yours?
All right. For me, I will say that my male winner pick is John Michael Sosa.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
That's my male winner pick. My female winner pick is Kuzi Mujikachi. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then my my loser pick, my first boot pick, is Vanessa McTavish. Those are my official picks.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, I'll tell you, my male and female winner picks are exactly the same. I did say it as we were going through, and even after the conversation, I'm sticking to it. John Michael Sosa is my male winner pick, and it's definitely Kusi for my female. And I'm still sticking to Zach being my first boot. I don't really believe it will happen, but it's my selection because it's just really I'd like to just will that into the universe, you know.
And honestly, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for that to be the first boot pick because I would rather him go. I just, for whatever reason, I don't think it's going to happen. I could see it being the older person in the group in Vanessa.
Yeah, but for that, I could also then see if we're gonna also talk about like who I think actually could be. I do believe that there is some possibility in Santina being first. I was thoroughly irritated with her by the end of her video. I imagine being in the house with her, I'd be walking away.
Wow. See, that actually is very interesting to me because I was more annoyed with her at the start of her video and then started to like her more as the video ended. So the fact that we had like completely different reactions to her video, that you disliked her, well, that you liked her more and then disliked her at the end, but I actually disliked her and then liked her more at the end. It's very interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So I don't know. But yeah, so that's where I am. Where's the jeans?
Well, I was very vocal that Santina is my first boot, even though I got shredded for it. I was also very vocal that, I don't want to say her name wrong. Shania. I also got shredded for that, but she is my female winner pick.
She's out mad early. Sorry.
If you say so. Shoot. Who were in the rankings that I just did? Who were my highest ranked men?
Let's see. You had men tie at 5. Oh, you had Shanae at 9, right? Roberto at 5. You had John at 8.
Mm-hmm.
John Michael Sosa, who is the winner pick for both me and Kyle.
And well, now I feel like I can't pick him because that's not as fun.
Wow.
Well, it's not fun if we all have the same winner pick. I know.
I just imagined a big hubbub on social media, like for the first time ever, a Strat Chat hat trick. All right, like
yeah, but it's less exciting.
I know, it's not exciting.
So after, so after John, the second highest male that you had ranked was Daniel Clark at 7 out of 10.
Okay. Do I say Daniel just to be different?
Jake wants you to pick Daniel.
I mean, listen, Jake has not steered me wrong so far. We've been on the same page the whole time, so I feel like I got to do it.
All right.
I love that you two, your BFF. BFF thing.
Matt says, "Go with your gut.
BFFing.
Go with your gut. It's your head and heart."
Yeah, I'm gonna go Daniel. I can't have the same winner pick as both of you. That's that's
I
less
do
fun.
like that. He would have been my male winner pick had it not been for John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So that's how it's shaping up, huh?
So
I'm excited.
wait. So it's John and Kuzi for me and Kyle.
I know. Should I switch my? I don't want to switch though.
So
I don't want to switch either.
I could be the contrarian. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like
And you-
if I wanted to switch, like there's just
Yeah.
nobody that I could even convince myself of being like passionate about.
Yeah.
Leah agrees. Daniel.
Mm.
A lot of support for Daniel.
So-
Yeah, I really like him a lot.
It's a good one. He's a good one.
Yeah.
I do too. I just think he's going to do too much. I think he's going to talk too much. He admits himself he's a gossiper, and he can't keep a secret. And I think that's going to get him in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's
at
something
some
he's
point in the
telling
game.
us, though. You know, it's also something to know that that's what you are. If you're aware that this is who you are, then that's half the
Mhm.
battle. you
Yeah,
know?
but if you
That's
know
fair,
that
yeah.
that's your, I think if you know that that's your nature, and you're going to be in this game for not a week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, but a month, 2 months, more. You know, like at some point you're going to slip up. I feel like if your big thing that you know is that you gossip and you can't keep a secret, that's a tough thing to control for 3 months. You know, like, but okay. So me and
We'll see.
Kyle, our winner picks are John and Kuzi, right?
Mhm.
Gina, your male winner pick is Daniel. Who's your female winner pick again?
Shania,
Shania.
you've yelled at me multiple times.
I just want to make sure. I want to give you multiple chances to, you know,
Wow.
terrible choice.
Wow.
It really is coming for you. It's
I know, it's so
Really.
aggressive.
too much togetherness.
All right.
My
What went on that night
goodness.
that I was sleeping?
And
I
first,
know we
first
were
boot-
very on the same page that day, so I don't know what's happened.
yeah. And first boot picks. Kyle, yours is Zach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Vanessa. Who's yours again, Gina?
Santina.
Santina. Okay. So I have all the winner picks and first boot picks now recorded.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Hashtag leave Gina alone.
Thank you for the support, everybody. I
I
appreciate
love
you.
it. I love it. Everybody's really rallying behind her.
Wow.
So when are we back talking about Big Brother Canada? I was hoping, like, am I gonna be back in time for 10:30 on Thursday? I'm so nervous because that would be episode 200. I don't want to miss it.
And we could push the episode a day if everybody's available, or a day or two if we have to.
It
or-
works Friday nights, right?
Say
It'd
again?
have to be like it would have to be a midnight thing if that was going to be the case.
The only issue for me with Thursday is that I may be auditioning for something.
Oh, so you're not available
Oh.
Thursday either. All right, so we'll have to talk about this offline, but we are coming back. Normally, it will be on Thursdays when we're coming back to talk about Big Brother Canada, since now that whole big schedule shift, right? So Big Brother is now only on, it's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And Thursdays at 7 p.m. So we were still thinking of sticking to our regular, 9:30 little jammy there. It still gives people time to watch, get a little snacky, maybe take a quick shower, and then come hang out. Yeah, Matt, maybe we'll get another midnight thing this weekend to talk about BB Cam. We'll see how this one shakes out. Let's see what's going on. Gina looks hesitant. We'll figure it
No,
out.
but I didn't say anything.
Okay. We'll have to put it on the socials or something. It's getting late. Everybody's getting a little testy. You can find us in the socials at StratChatPod or on our site at StratChatPod.com. Anything else for preseason thoughts?
That's all I
Our new
got.
house guests, our new friends to the north. DM us. We have some ideas, Leah. We have some ideas. You find us on the socials. But all right, we're out of here. Tell a friend about us and come hang out. All right, goodbye.